Hello and welcome to On the Move, a show about what's going on in Hampton Roads featuring community leaders who are moving the region forward. I'm Thomas Becker with Hampton Roads Transit, and today we welcome to our studio Yvette Myrick, Director of Workforce Development for Hampton Roads Community Action Partnership. Hello Yvette, welcome.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
So your organization is really about breaking the cycle of poverty in the region. Tell us about your mission and how you're making a difference.
So our mission is to improve lives by providing optimum services and mobilizing resources that strengthen our community. So in other words, we provide programs and services to individuals seeking assistance.
You have a lot of high-profile programs. Can you give us a summary of some of those?
Okay, so one that is really near and dear to me also is housing. We have a housing program that assists individuals in their dream of becoming first-time home buyers, but also those that are renting. They may need assistance with their budget or also with improving their credit, because improving credit is real important, because the higher your rate, the better deals you get in terms of when you're trying to apply for a credit card or purchase a car. So we want to help the individuals that come to us to improve in that area. We work one-on-one. We offer classroom training. Another program that is really important is we have participated in the volunteer income tax assistance program for a number of years, and that helps families to be able to get their taxes done for free. And so that's important because some of them can't afford to go and get it done by someone, one of the other organizations that offer tax services. So that's a great benefit. And also, I think another one is where we're helping the homeless individuals on the peninsula. We have a program that's called Clean Comfort, where individuals who are homeless get to come there, get a shower, get a meal, and also wash their clothes. So those are just some of the kind of things that we recognize as being really beneficial. And what's near and dear to me is workforce development, so I know we'll be talking more about that.
Yeah, and we'll definitely focus on it a little bit too, because there's a big transit component to that as well. You alluded to some of the benefits, right? How people are being helped by your organization. Elaborate on that a little bit.
Okay, so one of the things that is important is that there are resources available that people in the community just don't know about. And so we like to be able to help them to realize that maybe there's a resource that we can find you that will help you, because they may not have the money to pay for the things that they need. So one particular program I can think about is Granting Freedom, and that's a program where we're helping veterans that may need, and these are veterans that have been identified as having a related disability to their service. And so perhaps they need some sort of renovations to their home. They can get their bathroom renovated. They may need to have a shower that they can step into. They may need their kitchen renovated, or maybe even a sidewalk or the opening to the doorway. And so that program, once they are esteemed that they're qualified, they will be able to get that services up to, I think, between $8,000 to $8,500. They'll be able to get that done to their home at no cost. So that's another way that we're helping.
So it's those things that might be little in a sense, but it gives folks a way to prop themselves up and have more confidence in their lives, right?
That's correct.
There's got to be some great success stories out there. I'm sure you've touched so many lives. Do you have one or two in mind?
Yeah, well, I can think of one that we've actually helped someone in workforce development. There was a client that came to us, and she had been out of the workforce for some time, and that's primarily because she had quit her job to come back home to help her parents, who were aging and were also quite ill. So over a number of years, she was helping with the family, and unfortunately the parents did pass on. But she was thinking, I need to get a job now. What am I going to do? And she thought, because she was a little older, that there was going to be an issue with getting back into the workforce. So she came to HRCAP, and we began to work with her on the soft skills, the resume, the interviewing skills and things like that. But most importantly, giving her confidence. So she said, I think I'm not getting a job because of my age. I says, no, you have to turn it around and look differently. They're looking at your experience. The experience is a positive. So after working with her for a number of, about a month or so, she started sending out a resume, and she was able to get an interview she wanted a remote position on the phone. And she actually got a second interview, and now she's working. And she actually received a position making over $40,000 a year, which puts her in line with having a living wage job.
Yeah.
So she's now happy and working. And the things that happen, we're there to help facilitate the process, but we also want to be there just to kind of give that, nudge for encouragement. And even after someone starts working, we check in to say, so how's it going? Everything going good? Because we want to make sure that we can continue to encourage them on their way. So that's just kind of one story. But I know, we have lots of stories where we're able to assist individuals. When I was talking earlier about housing, we have a program where we're helping individuals to improve their credit by actually paying down some of the debt. And that's a fantastic program that we've been able to assist. And in doing so, we've been able to help individuals to move forward with improving their score and now becoming homeowners.
Yeah.
So,
those building blocks that you provide.
Exactly.
So let's talk a little bit about your specialty, the workforce
Yes.
development. Of course, a very important way to break up the cycle of poverty.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about those workforce programs. You've alluded to some, but
Yes.
What's some of the menu of how you help people every day?
So one of the important things is that we're able to work with employers across the region to kind of understand what positions are available, what are the barriers that perhaps there's an employer that will hire someone that may be a returning citizen from being incarcerated, but while others may not. But there are certain reasons why, or maybe they have certain specific requirements. So in working one-on-one with employers, hosting hiring events and career fairs at HRCAP, we've been able to bring the jobs to the individuals. And one of the things I like about doing the one employer or two employer hiring events is that it's more intimate. They can talk to the employer and really find out, how do I apply for that position? And then it's exciting because we've actually had employers on site that the individual got a job right away. They walked out, excited because, they're on their way to a new job. So I think that in workforce development, it's just a constant keeping in touch with what's going on, who's hiring, how can we continue to help and assist individuals in improving their skills. And that's exciting because when they obtain the job, then that kind of sets the tone for everything else that they're going to be able to do.
Yeah. Speaking of, our mission here at Hampton Roads Transit is to provide reliable, safe, efficient, and sustainable transit. And of course, I think that plays an important role
Yes.
In retaining jobs, getting to work,
Yes.
having the ability to be on time, having the ability to grow yourself. Tell us a little bit about the importance of transit in workforce development.
So transit is very important because that's one of the key things that we identify. Do you have reliable transportation? Are you going to be able to get to work? Because if they don't, then we kind of have to look at, okay, so what employers are hiring within the area that you are? Or also we have to look at how long would it take you to get to work if you had to ride public transportation? And so we have worked with HRT in the past on some programs to assist, and sometimes we're assisting in helping them to receive some bus passes and things like that for a few weeks to carry them over until they actually start getting paid. So transportation is vitally important in the whole scheme of things, because if they can't get to work, or if it's going to take them 2 hours to get to work, it kind of defeats the whole purpose, because that's a lot. Not everyone is going to stick to a schedule like that when you have to, wait and walk, or it's a long way once the bus finally puts you off somewhere. And then the other thing is we have, there are other ways that people can get to work, but it's also expensive. So we really like it when we can help someone to get within the areas where they can actually ride a HRT bus and get to work. It's even nice when they can walk, but that's really doesn't happen very often.
Well, tell us more about how people can access the services that you provide.
So they can access our services by going to our website. We have a link there where they can click on and actually type in what services that they would like to apply for. One of the services that I didn't mention is that we also are a provider for Head Start. So that early childhood education is really important. So any services like that, they can type in and find out when are we enrolling, or if once they put in their information, we're then able to contact them to find out how we can help.
And what are some of the ways folks can volunteer to really elevate what you do?
Volunteers, we're always looking for volunteers because we actually do a lot of different things all year long. Many times we're providing information sessions, events, so we're looking for volunteers to help. The same way, they can go to our website, there's a volunteer link, and they can click on that, and then tell us and register and tell us what they would like to do, and then we can link them up with that volunteer opportunity.
And what are some of those opportunities specifically?
So some of the opportunities is if we're doing a workshop or something like that, they may act as a host or hostess. They may assist with the registration process. Sometimes we're also doing things like giving out food to the community. That's another service that we provide. And so they may help to package those bags and help us to get the food out to individuals. And the list goes on and on. I mean, I know sometimes we use volunteers just to help make copies, put together manuals, things like that. So it's a lot of different things. And right now, we have a big event coming up. On June 6th, we're doing our Community Builders Award, which is our largest fundraiser of the year. So we're looking for individuals to help us with our silent auction to be able to promote that while individuals arrive and let them know about it. So the list goes on and on as to what individuals can do.
It sounds like not only a great opportunity to volunteer, but to give back, right?
Yes.
And to employ your skills to help others in need.
That's right. And so in doing that, we also accept donations on our website as well, but there are many supporters that we have throughout the community that help to ensure that we're able to raise those funds that we need in order to continue to provide the services that I mentioned.
Great. Yvette, thank you for being a building block in the community and for all that you do to support the community. Thank you to all of you for joining us for this episode of On the Move. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you won't miss out. See you again soon, and thank you.